Right now at noon, there's a large law enforcement presence outside of a Madison home. We'll tell you what we know. And look at the new relief coming for frontline workers as COVID-19 cases continue to surge.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in. Multiple law enforcement agencies are at a home on Madison's west side. The home located near the intersection of Pilgrim and Canterbury Roads. It's unclear what exactly prompted the police response as of 10:15 this morning. Joel Despain, a spokesperson for the Madison Police Department, said he's unable to comment on search warrants being served in the moment. An employee with the Sun Prairie Police Department said that there was a, quote, active investigation going on, but was unable to provide any other information. This is a developing story. We'll keep you updated on channel3000.com. A chance for some possible light snow or even freezing drizzle tonight. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Dana Fulton joins us this noon. Look at your first warning forecast. Hi, Dana.
Hey, yeah, we could see a little bit of precipitation for us as we look ahead to the overnight hours. Right now, though, just cloudy outside. Nothing getting squeezed out of those clouds just yet. We have a live look over Platteville with our Queen Bee Radio Sky Cam. It is an overcast sky. Temperatures cool outside. We're at about 28 for much of Dane County. In the mid-30s, though, for Janesville. Compared to this time yesterday, it is a little warmer along the western edge of the state. With our breeze now coming in from the south, that's helping our temperatures over the next several hours climb up a little more. In fact, about 14 miles per hour for us towards Monroe. Radar is picking up some light flurry chances, it looks like, just north of La Crosse. We're expecting those flurries to get into our area once we hit closer to midnight. And notice those temperatures for us through the rest of the evening actually climbing a little bit, Mark. We're expecting our temps to be in the mid-30s by about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. So before midnight, before we cool down a little bit heading into tomorrow. We'll look at some timing with those flurries in a little bit.
All right, we'll check back with you. Thank you, Dana. Right now, over 448,000 Wisconsinites have tested positive for COVID-19. DHS officials say 4,360 people have died due to coronavirus. Currently, over 40,000 cases remain active. Models for COVID-19 project deaths will be even higher than predicted even just a week ago. The University of Washington expects 562,000 Americans will lose their lives from COVID-19 by April 1st. That's up significantly from the prediction it made just last week when the forecasted 502,000 deaths by that same date. The model from the Institutes of Health Metrics and Evaluation says the increase is due to surges in cases and deaths, with particularly large increases in California. IHME says the current vaccination rollout could save more than 34,000 lives by April 1st. Vice President Mike Pence received Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine live on television today. The development came ahead of the FDA's expected approval of a second coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. This one produced by Moderna. Elise Preston reports from New York.
Vice President Pence rolled up his sleeve Friday to receive Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine before the American people.
The way through this challenging time is vigilance and a vaccine.
Second Lady Karen Pence and Surgeon General Jerome Adams also received the shot. The vaccinations came just a day after a key FDA panel voted to recommend a second COVID vaccine for emergency use. This one produced by Moderna.
The panelists felt very confident in the vaccine.
The Moderna vaccine was 94% effective at trials and does not require the ultra-cold storage that Pfizer's vaccine does. Federal officials say nearly 6 million doses could be shipped across the country as soon as next week.
We will have enough people protected that we can start thinking seriously about the return to normality.
With cases surging, public hospitals here in New York City have once again suspended elective surgeries to free up space for COVID-19 patients. The situation is even more dire in Southern California, where some hospitals have run out of ICU beds and patients are being triaged and treated outside.
We're at the point where we no longer can take care of them. The wait is a lot longer. Patients are really sick.
All week, frontline workers have been getting and giving Pfizer's vaccine to their colleagues, including Sydney Begnaud, the mother of CBS News correspondent David Begnaud.
It was like you were giving them a shot of gold.
On Thursday, the Louisiana nurse vaccinated the oncologist she says helped save her life when she was diagnosed with breast cancer 20 years ago. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
And Walgreens has begun vaccinating people in long-term care facilities. The retail pharmacy began giving Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine to residents and staff at facilities in Ohio and Connecticut today. According to a news release, Walgreens team members will administer the vaccine in approximately 800 long-term care facilities across 12 states starting next week. And they will continue to expand vaccinations to 35,000 long-term care facilities that selected Walgreens as their vaccine provider. Congress needs to pass a spending bill today to keep the government open. It's looking more and more likely lawmakers will pass a stopgap measure to give them more time as they negotiate a nearly $1 trillion package to help people and businesses impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. A $900 billion package could include an extension of enhanced unemployment benefits, money for small businesses, and another round of direct payments to Americans.
Democratic leaders, Speaker Pelosi, Leader McCarthy, and I have been working around the clock for several days now. The talks remain productive. In fact, I'm even more optimistic now than I was last night that a bipartisan...
Restaurant owners are asking for more government help today to help them make it through the winter.
Without assistance, a lot of us aren't going to exist in 2021.
We're sharing part 3 of our conversation with the Madison restaurant community and talking with one of their colleagues, Francesca Hong, who's about to represent Madison in the state assembly. And we're continuing to highlight how you can help support your favorite local spots this holiday season. Today we're talking about Merchant, just off the Capitol Square. They have dine-in, curbside, pickup, and delivery available right now. You can find all this information along with a list of other restaurants that could use your help up on channel3000.com. A Nigerian state government today said the Nigerian state governor, that is today, praised and thanked security forces after they rescued hundreds of kidnapped schoolboys. Authorities said security services rescued them in an operation yesterday, although it was not clear if all of the children had been freed. 344 students from the all-boys government science secondary school in the northwest part of the country had been released. The boys were abducted last week by jihadist rebels. A powerful cyclone hit Fiji, killing at least 2 people and destroying dozens of homes in the Pacific island nation. The cyclone hit with wind gusts of up to 214 miles an hour. The storm prompted more than 20,000 people to move into government evacuation centers. It also downed power lines, cut communications, and caused flash flooding and road closures. The Supreme Court has dismissed as premature a challenge to President Donald Trump's plan to exclude people living in the country illegally from the population count used to allot states seats in the House of Representatives. But the court's decision today may not be its last word on the matter, and it's not clear whether Trump will receive numbers from the Census Bureau before he leaves office next month. The High Court said it was too soon to rule on the legality of Trump's plan because it's not yet clear how many people he would seek to exclude and whether the division of House seats would be affected. In more local news, a local children's foundation is showing its appreciation for staff today. Agency managers and directors at Reach Dane held a little parade for about 20 children and staff at Reach Dane at their Arbor Hills location. Agency managers and directors were wearing costumes, holding signs, and dancing to show their appreciation for their child care workers who are continuing to work hard during the pandemic.
Staff have been on the front lines at the site every day during the pandemic, making sure that kids get high quality early childhood programming and our families are getting health, mental health, and family services. So we have been open for our families that need us the most, and it's hard for us to not be able to see them every day because we got to protect them and keep them safe.
Officials say they're serving about half the number of students they usually do because of COVID-19. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Your Christmas ham and turkey have some stiff competition this year. What's taking center stage? All I can tell you, it's coming up next.
Looking for a sofa? Looking for a chair? You haven't shopped furniture in Madison until you've shopped Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous new showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Here's a secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, is making it easier to tackle pesky frown lines. It's a Botox BOGO for anyone new to this service. There is no better time to learn how Botox is different at Robertson.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of PowerSwabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to PowerSwabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. PowerSwabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, PowerSwabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
So this holiday season, if you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes or an hour and start using the PowerSwabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. PowerSwabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order PowerSwabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. Get a free PowerSwabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Looking for a sofa? Looking for a chair? You haven't shopped furniture in Madison until you've shopped Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous new showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
With Christmas just a little over a week away, now's the time to start thinking about what to serve. Should it be a traditional ham or turkey, or should you switch things up? If that sounds good to you, we've got a stuffed pork loin that's definitely holiday worthy. We start with a 3 to 4 pound boneless pork loin. Now, with the fat side up, we cut a slit down the center about 1.5 inches deep. And if you're wondering why the fat side goes up, it's because when it roasts, it'll melt and flavor our meat. We set that aside for a sec and mix together some olive oil, salt and pepper, onion powder, along with some minced fresh garlic, chopped fresh sage, and thyme. Now, we rub the roast with this, making sure we get into the opening that we just cut. Once it's coated with all that flavor, we stuff it with a box of quick cooking stuffing mix that we made according to the package instructions and roast it for about 20 minutes per pound. You could even prep this in advance and cook it right before dinner. And when you bring this to the table and slice it, everyone gets to taste one of the most flavorful pork roasts ever, along with a hearty helping of stuffing. I really do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our herb stuffed pork loin so you can give your family a Christmas gift that they'll really eat up. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a festive way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, a cloudy start to your weekend, and we could see some wintry weather as well. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has more ahead in your First Warn forecast.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our holiday Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well that celebrities in Hollywood and people just like you feel years younger in minutes. This is why I'm letting people try it for only $14.95 at plexidermtrial.com to celebrate this holiday season.
So I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels, pills. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. So if under-eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this holiday season and see that younger-looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Folks, Saturday morning, we'll track the latest on COVID vaccines and what they mean for our community. Plus, an annual Christmas concert is finding a new way to spread joy during the holidays. Join us for that and more Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
This is an icon in the community.
Now, for the first time in nearly 3 decades, this building is seeing new life with a major renovation and restoration on the way.
A Janesville landmark reborn. Saturday on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
A crucial vaccine rollout gets underway today, and Cocoa meets Cola for a New Year's Fizzy Fusion. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Another update in the race to fight the coronavirus. Johnson & Johnson says its initial late-stage trial for its vaccine candidate is fully enrolled with 45,000 participants. J&J predicts it will have data on its effectiveness by late January and is aiming to submit its application for emergency use by February. Meanwhile, the rollout of available vaccines is beginning today at some nursing homes and assisted living facilities. CVS and Walgreens are spearheading this rollout through a deal with the government to run on-site clinics, and CVS says it is doling out an extra $60 million in bonuses for employees who worked through the pandemic. It's off to the races for last-minute holiday shoppers. According to research from payment platform Klarna, 79% of shoppers still have gift purchases to make. Of the 11th hour shoppers, more than 1/3 will save their final purchases for Christmas week, and more than half will still buy online, knowing the gifts will not arrive on time. And Pepsi wants to add some fizz to those winter warm fuzzies. The soda maker is releasing a holiday-themed flavor, Cocoa Cola. The mashup features hints of chocolate and marshmallow. The company teased the drink on Twitter yesterday and says more details on the rollout will come next year. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 98 points. The NASDAQ off about a half a point. The S&P 500 down 11. Q106 Farm Director Pat Miyake out of the radio barn today. So here are your farm numbers. up there, Jana. We could use some sunshine.
We could. It would be nice to hold on to a little bit of sunshine, but it does look likely right now that cloud coverage stays with us through much of the weekend, unfortunately. Now, a little bit of moisture getting squeezed out of those clouds right now, mainly north of La Crosse. We're seeing some light flurries and maybe little freezing drizzle possible tonight. Just a small chance for some areas. Certainly not quite as cold outside for the next few days. Cool trend expected. And then next week, we do have the chance for a little light snowfall before we get to Christmas Day. Looking at our high resolution radar again, there's these few light spots where it does look like we're picking up some light flurries passing through. Much of the area is staying dry, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a few snowflakes swirling around through the rest of the evening, as it's very dry outside with those clouds passing through. Again, any little moisture just getting pulled out. Mostly cloudy skies through this evening. Temperatures actually warming up a little bit over the next several hours with our breeze coming in from the south. So as we get closer to midnight, we'll see our high temperatures really right around 9-10 o'clock. We're still in the mid-30s by midnight, mostly cloudy. And heading into Saturday morning, there's that light chance for a few flurry and freezing drizzles spots. Temperature-wise, we're going to be flirting right around 32 degrees, plus or minus a degree. So really depends on where you may be at, if it will be some raindrops or some snowflakes coming down. But again, this is at 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, so not something that should influence much of your morning. Could see a few light flurries still as we get closer to sunrise on the eastern edge of the state, but that's really more of an early morning impact. Cloud coverage expected to continue through the afternoon and evening. And then as we head into Sunday, a little bit of clearing expected. Notice that cloud coverage still hanging out along the eastern edge of the state. Early Sunday morning, temperatures will be in the 20s. And then in the afternoon, we'll see high temperatures closer to 30 degrees with a bit more sunshine expected for the second half of the weekend before we move into what could be a little more of a moisture trend for the next week. Looking at our 6 to 10 day outlook, not trending one way or the other with our temperature trend through Christmas. We're going to have a few days that are below average and a few days that are above average. Not really one strong trend in that 6 to 10 day outlook, but 8 to 14 days, we really pick up a warmer trend, likely as we look ahead to the end of the year and New Year's Eve, that we'll be experiencing temperatures that are above average. And for this time of year, it's certainly not warm when we're above average. That just puts us in the 30s really for afternoon highs. Our dry trend, though, really continues through the end of the year. We have a few opportunities for some flurries and maybe a little light snow, but overall, we're not seeing another big system that's going to bring in any heavy snowfall, and we're not seeing a big system that's going to bring in a lot of moisture for us through the next few weeks. Again, over the next several hours, our temperatures actually expected to warm just a little bit. We'll see highs later this evening in the mid-30s. Our breeze right now coming in from the south, and it's going to stay a bit breezy outside and sustain wind speeds about 8 to 15 miles per hour. But because those temperatures will be climbing a little more, it doesn't seem likely that we have to worry about factoring in much of a wind chill. Notice these few opportunities for flurries at night when we have cloudy skies, but that really doesn't lead to much accumulation. We don't see a lot of that stick on the ground, of course. Temperatures generally trending above average through the weekend and into the start of next week. A little bit of a cool drop for us for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but then we're back closer to average by next weekend mark. So we're expecting those temperatures to be a little nice for us heading into that following Saturday and Sunday.
Well, it's December, right?
It is. And that looks like a very December-y forecast.
It sure does. All right, Dana, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, a Denver family really gets into the holiday spirit. We'll show you how coming up next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. With honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship. Dedicated to being the best. So when you need a plumber for an important upgrade or 24-hour emergency service, call RHD. For your home or business, get the job done right the first time with no surprises with the reliable, honest, and dedicated plumbing professionals of RHD Plumbing. Proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Menards has something for everyone on your list. Masterforce's full-bore spade bits make the perfect stocking stuffer. They're built to work faster and harder than traditional spade bits. Grab a 6-piece set for $9.99. This 14-drawer Masterforce mobile tool chest and cabinet combo keeps tools safe and secure. It holds up to 110 pounds per drawer and has a power strip with USB for quick charging. Get it for $879.98 at Menards. Plus, give the perfect gift with the Menards gift card.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance, we accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at
This just in, the Wisconsin Justice Department has issued a silver alert for an Illinois man who say he may have been traveling to Wisconsin. Officials say 77-year-old Claude Rousseau from Naperville, Illinois is missing. Law enforcement received information that he likely traveled to Wisconsin this morning. He's driving a 2014 brown Buick LaCrosse with license plate CR345. He was last seen wearing a gray puffy winter coat, glasses, and a hat. Well, a New York man is alive after being trapped in a car buried in snow for about 10 hours without heat. According to the New York State Police, 58-year-old Kevin Creston was trapped in his car during Wednesday night's snowstorm after he ran his car off the road. At some point, a snowplow truck came by and covered his car with 4 feet of snow. Yesterday morning, officials received several 911 calls from Creston, but law enforcement had not been able to locate him. So Sergeant Crawley began digging along a row of mailboxes to check addresses, and while digging, he hit Creston's windshield. Creston's been stranded for no heat for more than 10 hours. He was taken to the hospital with hypothermia and frostbite. And you probably have some pretty impressive Christmas displays around where you live, but one of the most incredible holiday collections in the country is in Denver, inside the home of James and Megan Ray. The couple owns more than 7,000 Santa figurines, plates, candles, basically anything with a Santa on it. The collection was started years ago by James' late father. The couple says they've kept adding to the collection as a way to remember him.
Pretty much what we get for every single birthday, anniversary, Christmas is a new Santa.
The couple says the collection stays in the basement all year round. They bring some up at Christmas time. Dana, I can see us doing a story with you about you on this in a few years.
Well, my goal is Christmas lights, not just Santa displays, but eventually there is going to be a very large light display in my house. That's definitely the goal. For us, we're looking at a Christmassy forecast for the week ahead. Cool temperatures in the 30s, overnight lows of the 20s, some flurry chances for next week.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.